Hey, what's up, Pop Stars? This is Pop Jibberish. I'm Joe.
I'm Shay.
And today we're watching episode 3 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The book by Rick Riordan, or Riordan, depending on how you pronounce the name. He writes a series of books about Percy Jackson. I love the series. I've read the books and all of his companion books that go with this series that all exist within the same universe. In the previous episode, Percy was claimed by his father. And so he is the son of Poseidon. It's been revealed that he is the forbidden son of Poseidon. So that's an important situation to be in. And also, he is possibly about to set out on a quest. So he was told by Grover, which we were trying to figure out whether or not it was a reason why Chiron and Mr. D decided not to tell him that his mother was down with Hades, even though that's where they wanted him to go in the first place, which was kind of weird. You'd think that would be the first thing to say is like, hey, your mom's down there, you should go get her. While you're down there, go get the thing that was stolen, that kind of thing. I mean, that just makes sense to me. But we suspect that there might be something else going on. The book readers out there and the people who have already probably seen this series are probably going to be in the comments saying, no, you're fine, blah, blah, blah. But let us know down in the comments if you've read the books and if maybe I missed something in the book, maybe I just forgot why there's a reason why they did that in the first place. But anyway, we're going to jump into episode 3. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get notification every single time we drop a video. To our patrons, you're going to get this early as well as a watch along. And if you're a patron, then you know that there are already some perks and things like that from being a patron, some exclusive shows that are just there just for you. And if you're not a patron, go ahead and click the link down below and become a patron. And that way you can get those things as well. Outside of that, have any thoughts before we start? Cool. All right, let's jump into it.
I know you feel powerless, but you're not. All will reveal itself in time.
I'm Annabeth.
Annabeth sees the world differently.
They did a really good job on this whole Camp Half-Blood thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot better here than it does in the movie. Huh. This reminds me of the Room of Requirement in Hogwarts. Oh, they're doing that. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like he should be more freaked out about stuff like this happening.
Who has rebelled against his brothers? Hades. The entrance to Hades' domain lies under the city of Los Angeles. Short. I have selected our most compelling candidates, from which you will choose 2 to join you on this quest, and ensure.
Let me guess, Luke and Annabeth.
Customarily, one waits to at least hear a name or 2 before Customarily.
And if the mission required someone to push me down a flight of stairs for it to succeed, you'd want someone who won't hesitate when they do it.
Annabeth.
Now on to the other candidates.
Oh, it's the Pegasus.
Dude, what have you been eating? Whoa, wait, hey, I'm not trying to antagonize you. I'm just genuinely curious.
Love horses.
What about horses with wings?
I love horses.
And you love birds too.
Mm-hmm.
So horses with wings should be like double.
And dolphins.
You know. Shoveling his poop. Yeah, sorry about that.
The horse says something.
Nothing's more important than that.
I'm gonna pack the best snacks.
So he knows that something's gonna happen to where he has to betray him.
He's betrayed him before.
But like to save his life though.
Well,
It was more like
as we're seeing, this betrayal of trust is
$200 in cash.
for the greater good, right?
I think they're Canadian, maybe? Or from Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know.
They're golden drachmas.
Well, I thought he was gonna take Luke with him. Chuck Taylor's.
Maya.
Nice.
A gift. From my dad,
Oh,
Maya.
that's cool. That's better than the way they did it in the movie. Way better.
She was the bravest demigod I ever knew. She fought valiantly, and she met a hero's fate.
She met a Pinecone's fate.
Oh,
Are we clear?
Does she think she's in charge?
Put me in charge.
I guess I assumed we'd do show of hands or something.
Heroes' quests are world-defining.
wow. It's like the tree looked like a lady holding weight on her shoulders. The way they shot that scene.
I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
And to be charged with one is to be in conversation with the gods themselves.
It'd be serving you up on a silver platter to try to travel through it.
Yeah, no one mentioned that.
Basically want to stay as close to water as possible.
I'll come with you.
No.
No, I was saying he basically wants to stay as close to water as possible to be safe.
Oh yeah,
Smell you through that, so that's where I want you.
I want to vote.
by the toilet.
Please, can you help your friend?
I really don't want to be a tiebreaker. I have a better idea.
Is he clapping?
Can't get along, oh dear, when the team's getting grumpy. The trick to getting through it is singing this
Dude,
song.
what are you doing?
Trying to lighten the mood.
Consensus song. Verse 2 encourages us to say nice things about each other. You get a few rounds in, and you'd be amazed at how disagreements just kind of...
No, he's
Fade
being
away.
optimistic.
But it was okay for you guys?
Whatever.
Yes, please.
Their voting system's broken.
Big oof.
Her choice is strategic, right?
Oh, yeah. Her thing is strategy, but she doesn't know which one to get, so she's.
Gonna get all of them. Leslie, just ring it up. Don't even try to figure it out. Who is she?
Oh,
Oh boy.
It entirely. They're more common than you think. The trick is to spot them first before they spot you.
Can she see her through the bag?
It's important to remember that if you've ever got to confront one. Wherever your armor is weakest,
That monster is probably coming right for it.
oh.
Nothing will stop them. Not even death.
She changed her look, right?
I think that's a different one. I think that's one of the three. They were saying the three Furies.
I might not have noticed you here so easily.
If Thalia were better at hers, there might not be a family of squirrels making her their home.
Wow.
Is that why Hades sent you here? To gloat over a job you almost did right once?
Maybe so. Either way, now it would seem that you're exactly what they say you are. The pride of Athena's offspring.
Everyone, leave your belongings and exit the front of the bus. Annabeth, let's go.
Oh, whoa. That's the other one. Ow. What did she throw? Oh, cool.
Done here. Let's go.
Run. And I'm trying to figure out why he hasn't put those shoes on already, instead of carrying them around in a box.
I don't know.
It's a road through the wilderness. Seder explorers use them. Harder to track us.
That's great, but if we stay in the wilderness, how are we gonna find a phone?
Did they leave their backpacks and stuff on the...
I think so.
To get help?
We don't need help. We're fine.
We're fine.
No food, nothing.
And we're wandering through a forest. I didn't even know I had forests in New Jersey, but we found one.
They're just in New Jersey?
Right.
That's why only certain people are chosen. If we call camp, we're basically saying it was a mistake to choose us.
I'm completely comfortable with that. She talked to you.
Grover,
I don't know why you keep pulling him into this. He's on my side.
what makes you think that?
He's my protector. It's his job.
He was my protector first.
First,
Oh, wow.
Thalia, Luke, and Annabeth had a Seder protector. That was you. Why didn't you tell me?
There's a lot that Grover doesn't tell you.
Hamburgers.
In the middle of the woods?
Right. Camper?
Maybe.
In the middle of nowhere, on a Seder path. Whoever it is, they're from our world.
He walks so natural.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Garden gnome?
Oh.
Fight stone folks. Yeah. This is someone from our world, all right. Anyone want to guess what M is short for?
Oh.
Let's get out of here, please. While we still.
She won't bother you as long as you're with me. But it isn't as though she'll leave either. Not if it means reporting that she failed to retrieve. How long did you think that secret would keep? It's a pleasure to meet you, son of Poseidon. I'm Medusa.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Turning into stone.
Right. Don't look.
I think we can trust her.
What?
Dude! My mom used to tell me her story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going in. You guys do what you want.
What are you?
I think this might be different from the book. I think. It seems like a trap, though.
You must be hungry. I left snacks on the table while I get something proper going.
She just happened to have a table
full of snacks and food.
Percy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really hungry. Need to take that chance.
You know? Shouldn't be. We're not our parents after all. And you and I might have more in common than you think.
Athena was the god that turned her into a Medusa.
So you're not a monster. What are you then?
A survivor.
If you're gonna eat her food, you might as well look at her.
Right. Well,
There, that seems terrifying.
looking at her will turn it into stone.
Of her.
She has a veil over her.
Worry of how I came to be this way?
I do.
Do you?
Do I?
Athena was everything to me. I worshipped her. I prayed to her.
I know this actress from someplace.
Your father. The sea god told me that he loved me. I felt as though he saw me in a way I had never felt seen before.
Huh.
But then Athena declared that I had embarrassed her and I needed to be punished.
Oh, look at her hair moving.
I just noticed that.
They want us to blame ourselves for their own shortcomings.
That is not what happened. And you are a liar.
Uh-oh.
Is that safe to do?
I was just about to say that.
It's burning. Would you give me a hand in the kitchen? I think lunch is ready.
Uh-oh.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, him?
I thought she was talking
I
to.
thought she was talking to
Annabeth.
Annabeth.
Grover,
Look at Grover. Like,
need to run.
is he gonna grab some food first? Because he seemed like the type that would do that.
Why did that look like a Trader Joe's samosa? That he was just eating.
Right.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
Sooner or later, people like her, they always do.
I don't think she's like that.
Then you will be an easy mark for her when the time comes.
What do you care?
He already got the oracles telling her that.
Yep.
Telling them that.
We're like sisters,
And I thought it was gonna be
targeted by the same monster. So
Grover.
I felt feeling protective.
Me too.
You trust your friends to help you to make her safe. Will they let you make her safe if it conflicts with their quest?
She's from another show. That's why I've seen her before.
Could
I know who she is now.
you remove them from the equation
Uh-oh.
so that you can be free of them?
Uh-oh.
If you ask me to.
Then now he will be betraying them.
Right. Oh, did he? He's like, I'm out.
Right.
That's your answer. I probably would have grabbed a couple of hamburgers before I left. She's like, yoink.
Right.
Oh, he finally put the shoes on?
Right.
Is she still standing out there?
Right. Is she like frozen with fear or something? Like what's
I
going
think
on?
she can't leave. She won't leave until they leave.
Oh.
She's waiting for them to come out.
Makes sense.
And her checking to see if she was still there means that they're still there. Oh, it's going to be cool. Ooh. What in the world?
She's sending fire to send them out.
Oh, it's like a dungeon. Oh, wow. How did they not see that when they came down there?
I mean, it was dark.
Yeah, but like it would have been like drafty or echoey or something when they went down in there. That's crazy. Their place looks huge.
That's a camper.
Cop.
There's 3 of us and only one of her. If we split up, she can't be watching this all.
Just random.
It could be. Here's the plan. I'll get in the air. I'll draw her attention. As soon as you hear me say Maya, you guys.
Oh, no.
Why do he have the shoes on?
I don't know.
How did...
So we're gonna need a new plan.
Right.
You two have chosen. A daughter of a self-righteous mother.
You think she got everyone there by the smell of hamburgers?
Probably different smells.
And you,
Pretty good effect on those snakes.
stand up. Let's have a look at you.
Really?
Don't look.
Now!
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that?
Are you okay?
Did you say something?
Don't later. What is that in? Oh.
You found it?
Hope so.
Want me to take it from here?
That's the one way to not have to worry about special effects.
Yeah, that's true. The hair just got smaller.
It did. The way he's holding it.
Hands are kind of full.
Is he gonna take the hat off and throw it in front of old girl?
I think he's... Oh, she said make sure the head is facing away from me before you take the hat off. Oh. Oh, wow. That worked really quick.
Yeah. Huh.
Very anticlimactic.
They might be able to take that with them to Hades.
That would be the smart thing to
Put
do.
it in the box and turn everyone there into stone.
Yeah.
Oh. Did he find someone that he knows?
Yeah.
Uncle Ferdinand.
Oh no.
Grover, I'm so sorry.
That was the right move. We probably should get going. It'll be dark soon.
Well, you might as well. It's the whole day is.
They could just stay there for
Agree with it now.
Might as well.
and eat.
Leave it for someone to find. Leave the hat on and bury it in the basement. That ought to keep it safe.
That's her hat, though.
Sure. Now, can we talk about the bigger issue here?
She's gonna...
The hat was a gift from her mother. It's the only thing she's ever possessed that connects them. That ought to matter to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to keep this quest on track without upsetting either of you. But maybe things need to get a little upsetting before they move forward.
Smart.
I don't know.
I think you do. You've been fighting with her. You've been fighting with me.
Because the Oracle said one of you would betray me. Okay? Because I couldn't imagine we'd ever be friends. And I chose you because I thought if I can count on anyone to be on my side, no matter what, it was you. And now I'm feeling so alone. I don't know what to think or who to trust.
That was hurtful. She's like, oh, we never be friends, huh?
Alecto offered to help our quest if I gave you up to her.
What did you say?
Well, you still.
I didn't say anything.
Killed her sister.
Medusa offered to help me save my mom if I turn to the two of you.
What'd you say?
I chopped her head off.
I think I've got a better idea what to do with this.
Gonna burn it or what?
Hermes Express. She ships these things all over. Some of it goes to Olympus.
Can it go to Hades?
Percy, you can't ship Medusa's head to Olympus.
Why not?
Because the gods won't like it?
At all.
At all, at all.
Why? Like batteries. You just send them back where they came from.
Okay, look, this is a bad idea. They will see this as impertinent.
I am impertinent.
We're not.
Really, very not.
This way, part of your mom's still with us.
Thank you.
She was willing to give up that hat, too.
Yeah.
Even though it was reluctant, but she was willing to do it.
By choosing each other.
Because she wasn't selfish. It wasn't a selfish decision.
Yeah.
You're gonna sing the song, aren't you?
He doesn't know the song.
Okay.
Oh, golly.
Or he doesn't know them.
Getting
Whatever.
bumpy. Consensus.
Who is this?
Her head being delivered. Or is it? Is this Olympus?
That is the Hermes delivery company, I guess.
Special key goes up to 600 floors.
It just says
Best
the gods.
wishes. Oh my God. He put who it was from.
Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Is he Hermes? I didn't know he was in this.
You guys are not gonna believe this.
So he is Hermes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that Lin-Manuel Miranda was in this. He's, I don't know if you, he's the guy who did, he created, not created, but he wrote, most famous for, oh my goodness, Hamilton, the play Hamilton. He did he was one of the people that did the soundtrack for Encanto.
Okay.
Yeah. So, actually, I may have cut this out or not. I just got help from my son off screen, who just told me who. So yeah, if I haven't cut that out, then you'll probably see me looking over there. But if I have, then I'll let you know where I got that from. I just giving credit where credit is due. But yeah, he's also in the show that we were going to watch, His Dark Materials. He's the one that had the rabbit as his demon, and he had the hat on. He was trying to get information. He went to go see the big bear, the big polar bear. He had the trench coat on. He wasn't fighting. Never mind. Not a big deal. But anyway, he's famous, and I didn't know that he was in this show. So yeah, I'm assuming there's probably going to be a lot of different actors who cameo in here. That's pretty cool. I assume he's probably not going to be doing any singing because Hermes doesn't sing at all. But it was funny. They had him kind of humming or singing in the elevator. That was kind of funny. I guess that was kind of a little nod to that. But yeah, and then when he walked to the door, he's like, "You guys are now gonna believe this." He showed them that. That was cool. That's cool. Yeah. I don't believe any of that is in the book.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Down in the comments, people who've read the book, definitely put down in the comments whether or not that's in the book. I'm pretty sure it's not, because again, the book has been written like from Percy's perspective, so he wouldn't have obviously been there for that part. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's in the book. But yeah, that was really cool. Little, I guess, Easter egg, I guess it would be. So I'm kind of interested.
Easter egg? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited to see who the other gods are. I've tried not to look up the cast. I looked up the cast earlier for Termin.
The Chiron.
Yeah, for Chiron's character. And I got spoiled because the IMDb showed like the other people in the cast, but it didn't show everybody. It showed Annabeth. So I got spoiled for Annabeth. And it showed Chiron, but I didn't scroll that way to see who else was in this, so I had no idea he was in this. This is really cool. But other than that, in the movie, same thing happened to Medusa.
Oh, okay.
So it happened differently, but the same, like her head got chopped off. But also in the movie, they took the head with them.
That's what I was saying. It seemed like if they are going to Hades, it seemed like if they can fight the enemy.
Yeah, just hold that up.
Yeah, and get their mom. It just made sense to me to put her head in a box like they did. Mm-hmm. It just seemed like it was a waste to send that to Olympus instead of just taking it with them on to combat, you know, any enemy that came their way, because they're all the way on the East Coast and they have to travel west.
Right.
To me, that was not a good decision, but hey, I'm just watching it.
Right. No, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, you're right. That, again, in the movie they used the head, I think, twice, I want to say. And even at the end of the movie there was a little Easter egg at the very end, after credits, with the head situation. They also made that stepfather guy, or the boyfriend, a little bit worse in the movie than he was in the show.
Okay.
He's kind of more comic relief here, but in the movie he was almost borderline abusive, if he wasn't abusive. So you kind of wanted something bad to happen to him, you know.
You kind of can sense it in here that he seemed like he could be worse than what they're portraying him to be.
Maybe.
Because he seemed really... I could see that aspect of him as this character.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's Disney. Maybe they are doing it, you know.
Yeah.
To kind of soften the blow.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Traumatize anyone.
Right.
Children.
No, I think you're right about that, because it's on Disney. I think they did kind of tone the character down a little bit. In the book, I think he was closer to what they had in the movies. But let us know down in the comments if I'm wrong about that, because, you know, they do change things a bit between genres of what it's coming out on. So the book compared to the movie, compared to the show, and that would make sense for them to kind of soften that character a bit for the show to make him more comic relief, because it serves the same purpose. You know, it's his odor, his stench, his personality, his aura, whatever you want to call it, is what keeps monsters away. It doesn't necessarily keep monsters away. It masks Percy's demigod aura, smell, or whatever you want to call it, that draws monsters to him. So that was like the reason. It was like camouflage for him. So I don't know if it really made a difference whether or not he was abusive or not. I think it was just like his personality, his aura, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm excited this show is pretty good. I mean, a lot of things have been pretty close to what I can remember from the book. There have been some deviations, but I honestly can't deviate. I can't mentally kind of remember a lot of the things that like kind of are specifically different, you know, when it comes to the details. But like the broad strokes are there, you know, from the book, and that's really cool. I'm kind of liking the dynamic between Percy and Grover. I'm still a little iffy on Annabeth's personality in this. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a real like chemistry between those two characters. Like acting chemistry, not like romantic chemistry, but just like acting chemistry in general. It seems a little off, but I think, you know, they're still kind of getting into the groove of each other, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm still waiting for that to come out. And but yeah, I'm excited so far. What are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Annabeth specifically?
Annabeth is on a mission. She's mission minded. And so she's focused on completing the mission without breaking her character.
Yeah.
So, or, you know, her ability to stay focused and to cross her T's and dot her I's is at the forefront. And she seems loyal to that. So,
I mean, that's how she is in the book, which is great. So I like that about her. How do you feel about how do you feel about like the chemistry between her and Grover, or her and Percy?
For me, I didn't think that deep into it as far as, their chemistry just seems like right now they, in this show, they just now came to know who each other is. So they are getting to know each other. They're still filling each other out. They're still establishing trust. So for me, it wasn't that deep for me.
I got you.
To be like, their chemistry is off, or they're acting, you know, like they don't have. I think it's done intentionally because they're actors. So I think they are supposed to display that they are building that trust with each other in this show.
That makes sense.
So that's how it's presented to me.
Yeah, I can see that. And thinking about it in that way does change how I see the chemistry, because that does definitely make sense. And I might be judging it based on how fast the chemistry was, like say in the movies, but everything was a lot faster in the movies than it was anywhere else, because of the fact that they have to get from point A to point B really, really quickly. And I think they were like kind of basically setting up like kind of a romantic thing in the movie that, you know, may or may not be there, you know, naturally, or whatever the case is. Plus they're like kids and stuff. So but yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's smart. I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, I overall I think these first 3 episodes were pretty solid. They're pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't have any real like criticisms about anything, with the exception of maybe how they kind of like the monsters don't seem as threatening, I guess you can say. They just seem like, oh, I'm just doing my job, you know, like they just clocked into work.
Yeah, I mean, the character on the bus, she said that in so many words. It's like, this is what I'm here to do, so just hand them over to make my job easy.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You know, so it's not like they want to draw blood from him. They just want to, you know, take him captive and deliver him off.
Right.
So I guess, you know, so they can get back to their life.
Right.
Whatever that is.
And the funny thing is, like, the monsters generally, how they are written, their main goal is to like just kill demigods, like just to take them out. So when she was like, just give me so and so and we can go about your quest, I was like, I wonder if is that how that happened? It's like, are you sure about that? It's like, because it seemed like it might have been maybe even like a trap or something like that. But
and I think by Annabeth standing 10 toes down, she has to be vigilant to, like she said, you have to see them before they see you.
Right.
So to me, she's not there to play.
Right. True.
You know, so because
she knows that there's real danger involved.
Yeah, there's a mission and you just got to be ready.
Right. That makes sense.
But
yeah. And that was, and
the only thing that kind of lingers is Percy is just blindly going into a lot of stuff. He's just being thrown into things. And they were saying, well, we didn't choose this. We didn't choose to be demigods. We didn't choose to, you know, everything that they were saying. It's like they were just kind of thrown into this mission, you know, because he's a forbidden child, but it's a complete mission that is rewarding, I guess, for the ones that's created him for this mission, so to speak. You know,
well, I mean,
he wasn't.
So he's
like having to prove his worth to be acknowledged. Like, but here, deliver this back to us, or else there will be Hades to pay.
Well, that was the whole thing. It's like there's a war. So the guy, the main three, the big 3 gods, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus, they're having a dispute, and essentially there's going to be a huge war that's going to destroy the earth. If they go to war, then it's a wrap for humanity, essentially. So the master bolt was stolen by somebody. They assumed that Percy stole it, and because they assumed he stole it, he's suspect number 1. And so they're going to be coming for Percy regardless of whether he's going to get his mom or not. But they just can't get him at Camp Half-Blood. So he has to be out in the world for them to get him. So it's kind of a weird manipulation situation.
But he has to stay near the water.
I was just saying, because of the fact that he's the son of Poseidon, that's where he's strongest, and that's where he has the most protection, is near water. That way, you know, he could always like just jump in the water and become super powerful, or whatever you want to call it, like he did when he was at the fight, you know, the games, the capture the flag, and when he was about to get a swirly from Clarice in the bathroom, you know, like when he's with water, he just like instinctively, you know, uses abilities to fight a bit, you know, that kind of thing. But that was my whole thing with that. But it was just the fact that like this whole thing is technically to save the world. For him, it's more personal. It's about saving his mom. But for everyone else, it's about saving the world. It's like the world's about to be destroyed if we don't get the Master Bolt back from Hades and give it back to Zeus. If we don't do this, then everything's gonna be, you know, gone. Your mom is. It's not about not saving your mom, but we definitely need to save the rest of the world. You know, that kind of thing. So. Yeah, there's some machinations definitely going on, though. I do agree with your assessment of there's some deeper things happening, because obviously he doesn't have the Master Bolt and they think that he does. So somebody had to have actually stolen it. So like it's kind of not a murder mystery, but like an actual mystery to solve. And they're going on this quest to do 3 things: save his mom, get the Master Bolt back, and technically to find out who actually stole it. You know, how did it get stolen in the first place? That kind of thing. So, but yeah, we're here for the ride. This is the 3rd episode of Percy Jackson. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get a notification every single time we drop a video. To our patrons, are going to get this early, as well as get the watch along, as well as any perks that we have on Patreon. If you're not a patron, go ahead and become a patron down below in the link. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. You got anything?
No. Thank
Cool.
you.
Peace out.